Hey ho, 450 Marlin problems. Marlin, what are we? 1895, that'll focus. And 450 Marlin keeps jamming up. Now I've got one up the spout there at the moment. This is upside down for a reason, but we'll get there. And found out what the problem is. We've stripped it apart. Originally there was bits of wood broken from the inside off in the grip that had jammed everything up. And we thought, oh, well, that's why it's jammed up. But it turns out to be a loading gate issue. This loading gate right here, I can get around. You can see that. See how that round is actually sitting there. I'll find another board tip. Yes, this is loaded, but I am in a safe area, so nobody panic, please. Right there at that tip. There. It's catching up on the loading gate instead of sliding back. Because what happens then, when I run the lever, is that, there we go, I run the lever, spit that one out, and I go to slide another one up in there. Sometimes it doesn't want to centre. And what it ends up doing is jamming. So that's how it should be sitting. And it'll feed perfectly like that. But if I put one in, load one in, for example, and as I push it in, it goes off to the top there like that. That has been jamming up the rifle because it can't come back properly. It's binding. And when you try and lift the lever with the cartridge halfway up, everything jams up. So, let me just run this lever again. I'll try and do this with two hands. That's difficult. That one out. And jammed. So, because it couldn't come back, it's jammed the lever up. Now, I've polished and rounded off the edges to feed for loading. I've taken all the burrs and that. This action is butter smooth now. But what I'm going to have to do is take that loading gate out and replace it. Now, that screw there is the loading gate screw, but the original screw sheared off when I took it out. Tiny little things. And unfortunately, I've only got stainless replacements. So, give me a second and I'll have a look at my safe door for a sec until I can push that back in. Here we go. Now, I'll turn that around. Maybe you might see this. Now, it'll go in and feed. So, with that issue, oh dear, hopefully I've got this anyway, but anyway, with that issue, we'll take that loading gate out, and, oh Jesus, I need more than 2 hands for this, I tell you. I'll take that loading gate out, and we'll polish that edge up in here, so that it doesn't sit on there anymore, and it'll actually come back down and feed in there so it fits properly. So I reckon if I went like that and it's sitting up in there, sit it back where it should be, I reckon it'll jam now. So half the battle's trying to find out why they're jamming up. And see how it never came back? That should have gone back onto the loading platform, but it didn't. Now, because I can see that, what I'm going to do is just push that down and bang, there you go, loading gate. Yep, not a problem. Easy peasy. Easy when you know how. Zoom out a little bit, might be easier. Yeah, that's better. Sorry fellas, new phone. Yeah, so obviously closed. So we're going to have to polish up that loading gate so that when the round is pushed in, it sits like that all the time and not up further. But yeah, if you see it like it was before, then it's going to jam up. See how it opened up and it just come back on the loading platform? The actuator, now it's being pushed up and into the chamber. Perfect. Right, job for tomorrow.